Marksman, stiff farm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Tua going to throw. Complete to Hilton. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. From midfield, here's Tua. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. In motion right is Watkins. On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton steps away to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has...
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Play action here with Dalton. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Dalton off play action. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. The Eagles at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. This is caught. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert from 6 yards away.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
In motion left goes Hilton. On 2nd and 10, Tua to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a 1st down as well.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
2nd and 4.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion.
This is 3rd and 4. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go.
Dalton sets up play action. Buying time to his left. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Dalton now to pass. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Rough incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua out to his left. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
In motion right is Brown. To try again after the sack. Dalton. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Play action now, Dalton. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
It's taken to the 26. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
60 rounds. 60 rounds. Black, stick, mega, hey, blue.
2 now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Good job. How that boy stepping up, Riley.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times.
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. That one goes for 30 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
368.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dalton dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. In motion left comes Brown. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton steps away to his left. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. In motion right is Watkins. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
To about the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
Fighting Hilton on the slant. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. Still going inside the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa.
Looking and finding Thomas in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Michael Thomas, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that cuts this lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
throwing. Dalton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dalton. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Here's Dalton. This is complete to Watkins on a slant.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 for Dalton. Open man is Goddard, the tight end.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Quick slant to Brown. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now Dalton. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
They'll try again.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Here's Dalton to throw for it. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
This fielded right at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Darnell Mooney
61 yards.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
In motion right is Watkins. Andy Dalton. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw again on 2nd down. Dalton. And one more time, that's Watkins.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
In motion right is Watkins. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game.
And the Eagles have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Troy Pride. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do?
And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive. Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
44, Mike, 44. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Football's the mic.
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
44's Mike. Check. Got you.
In motion right is Watkins.
44, Mike. 368. We ain't giving him nothing today. Go.
They'll try on 4th. Here's Dalton. And this is caught by Watkins. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
17's Mike 17.
On play action, here's Tua.
Going right back to Michael Thomas.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. So the PAT is good. They get the touchdown, the point after, but a little consequence in the ending as this